Jamie and the Hatebreed guys, the only ones who did anything for Agnostic Front. A lot of bands, they tell me, like, yeah, Vinnie, we'll take Agnostic Front on tour. Tolkien, you better fucking walk it. Jamie's the only one that ever did anything. No other band took us on tour. Another band repaid me, but no bands ever took me on tour. Personally, I think they don't want us to steal their thunder.
So anyway, I says to Mabel, I says, oh, actually, it's HardLore time.
Oh, of course.
We're in New York, New York. The city's so nice. They named it twice.
2 times. What should we do?
You know, I'd really like to learn more about this city and New York hardcore in general. If only there was some kind of guide to show us around.
They're full of shit.
That's what
They're trying to sell their move.
Oh my God.
Hey, what are you doing here?
And all mic'd up and ready to go?
Dan Seeley from King 9 and the legendary Vinnie Stigma, the Godfather of New York hardcore.
Wow.
I believe this.
I can't.
How you been?
Oh, so good.
Man, I've seen you in a minute there.
It's been minutes.
Yeah, minutes. Minutes. It's been a lot of minutes, at least 2.
Maybe 3.
Well, you think so?
I could be.
Oh, man,
Max.
unbelievable. That's a lot of minutes.
Vinnie, we would be honored if you would show us around your neighborhood today.
You want to come and see the neighborhood? Come on, go take you to the neighborhood. Here, let me lock my door.
All
Lock
right.
that up.
Yeah,
All right, guys, come on.
All right.
Follow me.
Let's go.
Follow me. You can take the thing through the thing over there.
All right, Vinnie, tell us about where we are.
Welcome to St. Patrick's Church on Mott Street. This is the original St. Patrick's Cathedral. I got baptized in this church. My grandfather, my father got baptized in this church. This was the church that the gangs in New York, when they burnt down, this is the church they burnt down. As a matter of fact, the saint behind me right here is called San Rocco. San Rocco was a saint of the legs, like, you know, and he was born in Genoa, and he was a peasant that helped people and everything. Like, he's a saint. And his birthday's on August 16th, and I pray to him all the time. The dog used to take him bread, and he used to drink water from the seashells. This is my saint that as a matter of fact, when the old lady had it, because they were rich from Genoa, and they have a window right over here. That's the St. Rocco window.
Oh, wow.
That was Rose Perella was the lady. She was like a school mom, and her brother was the first Italian judge in New York City, the Perellas, and they brought this statue from Italy in the 1880s, 90s, you know? And so when the old lady died, I was dedicated to the saint all my life. Me and John O, the old man, we used to put the garland up, and with the candles, with the ribbon, people used to put money, $1 or money on the saint, you know, just like in the movies.
It's just right here, right at the entrance for everybody.
This is before San Gennaro. This is before San Gennaro. This is the old Mafios. You know what I mean? And I celebrated his birthday. I'm dedicated to him. So now when the old lady died, right, nobody knew where the saint was. She lived in my building, and the saint was in the basement where my grandfather used to make wine, where I used to rehearse with my band when I was a kid. The whole neighborhood heard me, like, that's Vinnie, you know? Yeah. And she had all the feast stuff for the saint, like the garland, the lights, and everything like that. So when she died, nobody knew where the saint was, but I did. So I went with this statue right here. He used to come in a glass coffin.
Yeah, right.
He used to have a glass coffin, but I don't know what happened. It went into some pastry place, and who knows what happened to it. So anyway, where was I?
Nobody knew where it was.
Nobody knew where it was. And so I went with my cousin. He lived next door to me.
Yeah.
We got him. We wrapped him up in a blanket, and we took him up to my house like a dead body, I swear to God. And I had him in my house for a couple of years. I used to put my money, my jewelry down there. And if I ever had like something going on in my house, I put the blindfold on him.
Yeah, you don't need to know. You don't need to know.
Yeah, I love that.
He's busy.
Anyway, this is my saint that I love very much. I'm
you donated
dedicated
this to the church?
Yes. Wait a minute. Now I had this. Wait a minute. I had the saint in my house. They found out.
Who says?
John Gotti. John Gotti finds out that I had the fuck and the club, the Ravenite club. Joe Fatrugatz, Joey Magaratz. We call him Joe Fatrugatz. But Joe Magaratz, he was like, you know, and I had to, so I get word. Bring the saint, because it's the biggest trophy in the world to us Italian people. Bring this.
You're saying, bring the what? What are you talking
Bring
about?
the saint to, they know I had it, to the club, Ravenites. I'll pass it right over here.
Okay.
So all the old ladies heard about it. They no, you bring it to the church. And here he is today.
Wow.
You listen to the old ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Believe
You could argue with the old ladies,
No, I'm
with the
not.
church?
Oh.
No, I'm not.
You're not going to.
No, I'm not.
Not a chance.
So it also came with like a flag. Like, you know the square flag?
Yeah, sure.
You still got
Where's
that.
I don't know what happened to that flag. So they tell me.
We're gonna cut that.
So anyway, they said, where's the flag? I brought a 2-cent American flag about this big. Here's the flag. Flag. There you go. And the Fighting 69th used to guard the church because it's Irish, Italian,
Yep.
you know, Catholic.
Catholic, yeah, sure.
As a matter of fact, when the Italian people came in, the church was in ruin in the early 1900s. And my family and a bunch of other families right here, all the Italian people. Here you go. My grandfather, my grandmother's name.
Wow.
My grandmother Rosa, my grandfather Vincent.
Wow.
And this here. And all these were all the Italian, my grandma, like my family, like, you know, like people we know from the neighborhood, you know? And they did this then, you know?
They gotta add you for giving them.
Yeah, but he's there. He sees me.
Yeah, that's your name on the.
Yeah, that's that. So anyway, right over there, St. Vincent, sorry. St. Vincent's on that side, right over there. He's like a saint of music, kind of like me, you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
He's like Matavani, even though Matavani was not Italian. It sounds Italian, that's good enough. And this is the church from the original cathedral. And these are all the reverends and all the first, we're walking under the catacombs.
Yeah.
Under here, there's catacombs. All the first bishops and cardinals are buried here.
Right.
Yeah, and this church, this is sacred ground. There was the first black saint in America, Pierre Dusant. He was from Jamaica. They couldn't find him. I know where he was. He was buried right out here.
Wow.
We all know it. Yeah, I used to play Ringolevio in the yard over here. Climb the trees.
Have you ever
and that.
played music in here?
Yes, I played guitar on the thing once. Yeah, I used
Do
to.
they know? Do they know the,
Well,
the
yeah,
honor that's
yeah.
been bestowed upon
I
them?
played My Sweet Lord by George Harrison.
Did you?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
I swear
great.
to God.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a good song.
Beautiful, yeah, beautiful.
It sounded good too.
You can't believe the Beatles said no to that one. So he said, all right, I'll do it.
Yeah, and well, I sang with we used to sing all the
Choir.
not the choir, little opera, but a lot of the Yankee songs, like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, not that.
Bangers.
yeah, the Rebel, like what's that one? When Johnny Comes Marching Home.
Oh,
When
okay,
stuff,
sure.
songs like that.
Those kinds of Yankee songs.
You know, I used to do all those songs. Like when I was a kid, it was a little
In
different.
here.
In here,
That's awesome.
there's a big organ up here.
Oh,
Like,
is it a pipe?
oh yeah, come on,
really?
take a look at this thing. You got to film this thing. All right, come down this way anyway.
You got a key to this place?
It's gorgeous.
Okay, there's the organ. You got to hear that thing.
Can I hear it?
Yeah,
Can you play it?
yeah, a little bit. I tickle the ivories.
I know you do.
Wow.
Okay, this is the fountain in The Godfather. You remember when he said, Michael?
You're kidding me.
You remember
I do
when-
renounce them.
This is the fountain.
Wow.
But when they come out of the church, it's in Rhode Island. somewhere.
Exterior.
Okay.
Exterior. But this is the church where I got baptized.
You're kidding.
My father, my grand, this is the one. You could see it in the thing. You know?
I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look at that organ, man. You
That's
gotta hear that
beautiful.
thing.
I would love to.
You want to know the
Will they let
connection
you
to
up?
this right now? My uncle played guitar in the band in the wedding in The Godfather.
There you
Part
go.
two?
Part 2.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And here we are.
I have seen all
Both
three
Godfather.
of them.
Multiple times. Multiple times.
They could count the tree. All right. That's the Holy Trinity. Okay, guys, that's about the, the extent of this.
This is
beautiful. It's a
gorgeous.
quick.
Gorgeous.
So come on, I'll take you out this way. And there's St. Patrick himself.
There he is.
Yeah, let's go out that way.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's more visual.
What do you think of Gangs of New York, the movie? Think they did
It's
a good job?
okay. All right.
Gonna get a picture of that organ. That is
Ooh.
beautiful. That is just gorgeous.
Yeah. I was an altar boy here and everything. I used to work for a flower store, and I used to go to all the funerals. I used to deliver. So it was a twofer for me. So if I had to go see Mary or Rosie that passed away, I delivered the flowers and I went there anyway. I was going anyway. Right, respect,
Absolutely.
Okay. Here, this is another baptismal room, it was. And this was like a little separate thing, but we could go out this way.
All right.
I'll make you peep the graveyard.
Yeah,
Sure.
please.
Yeah, this is all original soil. As a matter of fact, they redid the grass.
You can peep through this?
Yeah.
Who goes there?
Wow.
3-5 foot thumb.
Any
I used to play Ringolevio in there.
Wow.
are there any particular tombstones that you can remember in there that are
No, because
They're all-
here, we'll go this way.
sure?
All right, we'll pass this way later. Let's go over here. Okay, this was the Ravenites Club over here. And this was the John Gotti, but it was real Neil Della Croce's. He lived in this building right over here.
Oh.
My friend Johnny Saponaro lived here too, Johnny Sapp. He taught me how to play the guitar.
Wow.
He was one of those, a big guy like you, haircut, like, raw, good guy.
the nicest
I'll
thing
show you a
I've ever
picture.
seen.
I'll show you a picture of him later. It's in my kitchen. And here, this was the thing. As a matter of fact, where that air conditioner is up there, that was my old girlfriend's apartment. So
Above the club.
above the, and my mother got me the apartment. Nobody could touch that apartment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was allowed in the building. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because they had Sergeant Mike out here.
Just
That's
watch.
how when he went on vacation, that's how they snuck into the apartment. When Mike was here, forget about it. Nobody get in that building. I was allowed because I was
Yeah.
Teddy's son, they know me. But this was it. This is the original floor on there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they used to have a picture of Babe Ruth right here.
Right here.
Of him in the club.
Yeah, just like a
bat.
picture.
Oh,
Oh,
just a
it's just-
picture.
Yeah.
Just pride.
Yeah, Yankee Pride right around here. And
Fair
this
enough.
is where the San Gennaro feast
Are you a
is.
Yankees fan?
Yeah. Of
course.
This is, see, look at the church. See the,
Gorgeous.
see the obstacle, what do they call, obelisk?
Yes,
See
right
the
there.
obelisk
Yeah,
right
the
there?
obelisk. Yep. Wow.
A lot of them, there are a lot of Freemasons.
Yeah.
And Shriners kind of are buried in there from the old school.
And that is that the neighborhood church? That's where
Yeah,
everyone.
that was the church. There was another Italian church out here, Most Precious Blood. Speaking of,
Speaking of Tom.
yeah, right,
Remember,
yeah. I could take you there too, but that's his job. This is my church.
How many past and present Agnostic Front and Madball members went to that same church?
I don't know. I take everybody there, so Anyway, this is all my neighborhood, all the people I know, and like all the people I grew up with all around here on this block.
Vinny, let me ask you something. When you were a kid on Sundays, was this neighborhood just dead
Chaos?
because everybody was in church?
Well, it's not traveling like this. This is a manga bagats over
Yeah,
here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There was Zito's Bakery over here that's gone.
What's still here
Yeah. Besides the church.
besides the church?
Yeah. Me.
You,
Yeah, you're a part of it.
Me.
Better
I'm
building.
still there, yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't closed you up yet.
Yeah.
How
not
far
yet.
is CBGBs from here?
Who?
CBGBs?
CBGBs is very close.
Okay.
Yeah, I could take you there too.
So that was something you would walk to?
Yeah. Well, anyway, on the next block over, Mott Street, where I live,
Yeah.
the end of Mott Street is the 5 Points.
Okay.
Oh.
That's the 5 Points. Straight up right
Right
at the end of
yeah.
Chinatown. Mott Street's only like 12 blocks.
I
You know
see.
what I mean?
Yeah.
13 blocks maybe, or something like that. And at the end is the 5 points, and you still could see the 5 points. There's still St. James Church down there. There's that little park. There's a little park down there with a small cemetery. It's like kind of like offbeat. I used to hang out like because it was a little park, and it was a cool spot. Nobody was there, you know, like except for us smoking, hanging out.
It's just cigarettes.
Yeah, smoking cigarettes.
Holding cigarettes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Looking,
Just seeing what it felt
looking
like.
cool.
Yeah,
Get it?
The park over here is where I used to take my kid and everything. So, but this was the club that they wanted me to take the Saint to.
Right.
Wow.
All
No dice.
We'll
Not
go
happening.
another way.
Yeah,
right.
please.
You lead the way, Vinnie.
Okay. This is the church steps I used to talk about in my songs.
Right.
Drinking on the church steps in the middle
This is
of
them.
the night. These are the steps. I remember I was so small, I used to climb and fit in here. You want to try?
Yeah, give it a shot.
You want to try?
See if I can get a phone.
I used to fit in here. I used to
Wow.
climb like a little kid.
Inside.
climb,
Wow.
and I
Like
used to
over
fit
here.
in there.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
You were in there.
This was the Holy Name Society, where all the older guys used to come down here and drink,
Right.
and like, you know, after church or whatever. And they used to drink down there. It was like a clubhouse, you know? And the catacombs go right in from here. They go right into the. And it was cool in the summertime. It's always cool in
Right, of
underneath. I'd run around in there, play.
Right.
You know, because my.
In the catacombs?
Yeah.
Felt good in there. It was gentle
Felt
breeze
good.
all the time.
Couple dead
Yeah,
bodies.
yeah.
I never hurt
You know,
anybody.
little kids running after
Yeah.
each other playing tag.
Yeah.
You know how that goes. Of
course.
And my uncles and my father, they would all drink while we would play around. You know, this is the rectory.
The old New York.
You know. So now this is a basilica now.
Okay.
What does
so
that mean?
that means there's a chair in there that only the Pope sits in. There's only 3 chairs in New York. Up St. John the Divine, St. Patrick's Uptown, and this church.
Right.
What is the purpose of the chair?
That's only for the Pope. It's a basilica.
It's a
Yeah.
holy chair.
So he
Yeah.
checks them a couple times a year?
Has the Pope visited this chair?
No. But
it's
I
there.
sat in the chair.
The real
I mean, you're a pope of sorts.
Yeah, right.
You're my Pope.
I also sat in Frederick the Wise's chair, the one where he looked out the window for like 30 years. But that's another story. That's when we were in Germany or something.
Let me ask you, Vinnie, should you have sat in that chair?
Yes.
Yes.
Those
I'm dying
lambs?
for 'em.
There's sheep in there.
Yeah.
There's sheep in there.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Look. There's lambs walking around.
Those New York lambs, man.
There really is.
That's crazy.
I've heard tell.
That's when you go on the lamb, you know?
Yeah, you hide out with
Yeah,
them.
you hide out over here with the lamb.
I guess they just graze in there. They keep the lawn nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they, you know, because the soil
Right.
How
was
do you know
so
they're not?
bad. It was so muddy and so depleted
Yeah.
that they never refreshed, you know what I mean,
Right,
with the grass
right.
or whatever. Except for like when the leaves would fall, it would, you know.
And it
they
just
would-
naturally
yeah,
does.
Yeah, but it was so shitty. So anyway, we used to play ball right here too, like, and we used to hit the ball right here.
Which ball?
Like stoop ball.
Spalding, stoop ball.
Yeah.
Like handball? Is that
Hand-
handball?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah,
We-
yeah.
we called it.
You
I live
play
there. I live
against
closer
it.
to Mexico.
Yeah. I was a great handball
yeah.
player. Me
See?
and some Dominican kids,
I believe
forget
it.
about it. We were the best. My right was his left.
Dream team.
Yeah, definitely.
Dream. That's what you want. Those
Here's where
volleys
the
went all
Knights of
day.
Columbus is,
Wow.
and they want me to be a knight, but I'm not. I didn't dedicate my. I should. But I got to go
What
to
is
the
the
knight.
I think you should.
I know they want me to.
What
They-
does that entail from you?
I guess I got to go to church or something. I don't know. Yeah, but this is the Knights of Columbus.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
And this is your neighborhood. If
And
they
somebody
want you-
broke that. Look what they did. They defamed it. That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
You know?
Yeah.
So this is the PAL, and right here, there was a tree that Joe Christie played. Joe Christie was a little fat, tough guy.
Yeah.
He used to run the PAL, the Police Athletic League, and he used to have all the kids box. You know, like a little bulldog, this guy. And he planted a tree, and the tree was flourishing. But when Joe Christie died, that was it. The tree died like the next day.
No kidding.
Yeah, I swear to God, it was really
He was
unbelievable.
watering it or something. And he stopped watering.
This is Jersey Street. I used to junk my cars here.
Junk them?
Yeah, like, you know, like,
Yeah,
yeah. And then not only that, I'd set them on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I swear to God, I would set them on fire. And sometimes, right over, like right by that little corner, this used to be factories. And like sometimes on the weekend, they had all these what do you call it, fluorescent light bulbs.
Yeah, the tubes.
Smashing each other. Smashing.
What's better than that?
I was a chucker, baby. Because you gotta land flat, like boom.
Yeah, it's gotta look
It can't
beautiful.
be land like that. It's gotta land boom.
Yeah,
you know, I
There's an art to it.
I just know how to make my carbon footprint. There you go, motherfucker. Throw an H-bomb on Hiroshima, and they want to blame me for like not recycling a can.
Unbelievable.
Fuck you. They got a sign downstairs that says recycle. They want me to recycle a can. They throw an H-bomb on Hiroshima, and you want me to recycle a can? I don't think so. Anyway, this was my hangout building. It used to be the green building. It's not green anymore. And they used to have different doorways and everything. And we used to come in here. They used to call us the airport because we used to smoke so much weed, you know? And we would hang out right here, you know, all night. This was a bodega. I remember fucking bamboo, 10 cents a pack.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, roller paper.
Wow.
Yeah.
10 cents.
He's talking to 3 non-smokers, so we got no idea.
But we
It's
understand.
just not smoking, you know? It's good for your health. But I used to hang out here all the time. In this building, in the back of this building, you ever watch Mean Streets?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, you know the lady that came out the window?
Oh, wow.
Swaggy Annie. She lived right in here. And she done
was-
that to me a million times.
She was just an extra,
And-
so she wasn't
No,
an actress?
she was just a lady from the neighborhood.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? It was my friend Sally's mother. And Sullivan, he also had a pigeon coop on this roof.
pigeon coop.
He had a pigeon. I had a pigeon coop on my roof. And across the street, there was another pigeon coop.
Did you raise them? Or were
Yeah,
they-
I still
they were-
have pigeons.
Do you?
Yeah?
Yeah. I rented my pigeon Rocky in last year's 4th of July liberation
How'd
in
he do?
Pennsylvania. He came in about 15 at about 700.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Mike Tyson
unbelievable.
was in on the race.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
he's big on pigeons. I remember
Yeah, a
that.
lot of pigeon guys were in on the race. I
kidding.
got all the photos
Everybody
and
goes,
everything.
it goes watch guy, pigeon guy. That's
That's
the
it,
next
yeah.
step.
Those are
That's the next step.
the harder
Do
niche
they
to
know
break
you in the
into.
pigeon world? They know you as
A
Vinnie.
little bit. No,
Vinnie
they know
Pigeon.
like my grandfather really.
Oh,
Because
right.
he was been before you.
Right.
You know why? Because he would like, for instance, I like fancy tails.
Okay.
You know, because the homing pigeons and the grizzles and the king pigeons, garbage bird.
Garbage bird.
Yeah, no,
Rats
but
of the sky.
but you have a pair of them because when you have a bigger bird like that, you switch the eggs so the bigger bird feeds the bird, feeds them more. So when you switch the eggs, you
Tricks of
know.
the trade.
Wow.
You're not going to be able to
Yeah.
hear that anywhere else.
breaking
right.
news.
Yeah, sometimes we used to throw a little iodine in the water because birds catch colds.
Yeah,
a lot
right,
of bird
yeah, yeah.
flu.
Sure. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
There really is a
I've heard.
bird flu. I know bird flu all my life, you know? And anyway, this used to be the Puck building,
Puck.
a factory building, you know, ink,
Puck Bill, look at that.
paper.
Says it right
Oh,
on
yeah,
it.
it still
Yeah.
says Puck
As a
Building.
matter of fact, there's the Puck right there, up here. You can see it on, what's that there? The girls, Sex and the City.
Yeah.
They show you that statue.
Oh, do
and
they?
and all
Yeah,
these
they
things
do.
over here. There were
that's
different
Puck?
signs at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But they show you the different. This is all different around here.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Sure.
When you were a kid,
Oh, when I was a kid, that building where the red light is, it used to be a tire store.
Okay.
And on Sundays, they would, all the tires they didn't want, they would leave there, stand there. So I would go there with my friends and roll all the tires into the street, clog up the traffic and run away.
Wow.
Yeah, I would do that every Sunday.
On Sunday?
Because they
never caught you.
Yeah, they were all,
They were busy.
Yeah.
They were busy.
they never caught you.
No, no.
They never will.
Yeah.
Now, was there
I
anybody?
mean, a sack of tires.
Yeah.
I would just roll. Me and my
Classic
friends,
gambit.
10, like 5, 10 of us, would go roll them in the street.
Rascals.
Yeah.
If we go to CB's, I need to see if your nail is still on the wall.
No, it's not in the wall.
You pulled it out.
Yeah, I had it at my house, but I don't know what
You
happened
don't know
to
what
it.
happened to it.
I think I hung up one of my pictures. with it. Yeah. I swear to
Vinny,
God.
do you guys know Vinny had his own nail that he put up on the wall during a fight at CB's?
No, there was like a beer fight. Like
Yeah, yeah.
And they were soaking wet, and I had a plan. I wanted to hang up my So I went behind the bar, I got a nail, like boom, 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 and I hung up my jack.
And it stayed there until the end of CBs.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And every time I used to go in there, that was my nail. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Don't touch Vinnie's.
Yeah,
So there was a coat hanging on there. That's Vinnie's coat.
Yeah,
Vinnie's coat.
they wouldn't even know. It was so
That's awesome.
like graffiti that you wouldn't even recognize that
Yeah, right.
nail.
You just had to know where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I used to have to feel on the wall.
Vinnie, where do you get all the energy from? You got more energy than I do.
I'm gonna.
fast,
I gotta give you the tour.
You're spry.
I love it.
Yeah, I gotta get there. This used to be a home for homeless children.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it used to be called St. Barnabas. I used to hang out on this block because it was dead, and I used to hang out on the train station right over here because it was flat. We would hang around right there, and my friend Johnny Blue Eyes. This was a gas station, like kind of, you know.
Nice. Johnny Blue Eyes. Did you have a fun Italian nickname before Vinnie Stigma? Like a Johnny Blue
Vinnie
Eyes?
the Giddy.
Vinnie the Giddy.
Yeah.
I work with a couple of those.
Yeah.
Vinnie, how many
Where-
times you done this walk?
Dude, I mean, a billion times probably.
Every day.
Because CB's is right there.
All right, here we are in front of the world famous CBGBs in New York City.
Wow.
I've been coming here since before it was CBGBs, when it was still Hilly's on the Bowery. My house was right here. You were right
No,
there.
you were right. This
You know,
took
so
2
this was
minutes.
like my neighborhood scrub bar. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, the neighborhood kids hung out here. There were bikers that had, but like hobos, like people like years ago, there were like men just laying on all over the, like forget about it. It was like, and like how these people never got sick and all like that, you know? I think the alcohol, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, I played here a lot of years. I got a live album out of here. Hilly was always a good friend to me. He was always good to me. I mean, you know, he was like a manager. I used to load in on Sunday, and as I'm loading in, like, want coffee, Hilly? I'm going for coffee. Yeah, all right. I come back with the Italian cookies. Forget about it. That was it. He loved me. Every Sunday I would do that. You know?
For the matinee?
Yeah, every Sunday matinee. You know, and then you turn around, he's gone. He leave the place to me, Roger, Ira, you know, a couple of us, like us. We took care of the place. How many benefits? How many can drives? How many things we did for people to help out? Like,
And how do you feel about the CBGB's movie that got made that basically doesn't talk
I don't know.
about
I never
hardcore
saw
at
the
all?
movie.
Yeah,
There's
don't.
no
No, it's not
mention
worth
of
watching.
Yeah,
hardcore.
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What do you-
Hardcore
what's
kept it alive.
Weak.
Yeah.
It was the
You kept it alive.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. You know,
What's the first show you remember going to here?
I really don't know. I can't remember.
You remember the first show you played here?
I can't remember that either.
What was hardcore like before you started playing it? Did it exist?
Yeah, kind of. I
When
came
was
out
good?
of punk rock
Yeah.
into hardcore, so I made the jump.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like some people didn't want to make the jump. I made the jump. I used to stand right here on Sunday afternoon, no shirt on, my grandfather's pigeons flying, right? Because you could see the flock of pigeons. I'm just right behind that building.
Yeah, sure.
And I'd be standing here like, and then somebody come over and beep, beep, yo, Vinnie, yo, what's up? Yo, come on, you're playing, huh? Yeah, come on in. Yeah, all right. They won't come. That neighborhood guy people, but they all know, they see me. I used to, from my kitchen where we're gonna be, I used to get my amp, my bag, and my guitar, lock the door all the way down,
Just
That's how
walking.
you walk here so fast. You're used to being
Yeah.
laid down.
put a head like this,
Yeah.
all the way on the stage, boom, boom, put. Then I had to go back for my cabinet, which I used to keep underneath my stairs, and I had a hand truck.
Oh, good.
And I used to be walking through the streets with the hand truck with the, the cabinet, one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was the loading.
Everybody knew. Everybody, yo, you gonna see me? You playing? Yeah, man, good luck, kid. Yeah, the old people, and it was so cool. Just the other day, I was at the Bowery Electric, and there was a show, and a friend of mine that I'd seen 30 years, he pulls up, yo, Vinnie, what's up? I'm saying, hey, Frankie, how are you? I didn't see him in like 30 years.
Yeah.
You want to go for coffee? Okay. And I went for coffee. The show ended anyway, but the show was over anyway. So,
Yeah.
but
This
I
is a
didn't
good
say
one,
goodbye. I didn't say goodbye to the 800.
The 800,
I didn't
that's
say
the 100 one.
goodbye to a friend of mine, but I called him later.
Wow.
All right.
Well, how hard did it hit you to lose this place?
Oh, still.
Yeah.
Just being here.
You kidding me? No way, because I'm spoiled. That's why I think I caught it, because I'm here. It came to me,
Yeah.
like kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Wow.
Like I didn't even want to go to Brooklyn for a fucking show.
We were talking about that before. Queens guys going into Brooklyn for shows and going into Manhattan, and everybody kind of was like, well, we got to go to Manhattan to go to these. We got to go to Lower East Side to go to these shows.
You guys don't have to go anywhere.
Vinny had to go 2 blocks away from his house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I was always spoiled, and I'm a true New Yorker.
Of course.
Till today. What other punk rocker back even in the day? There was no other. I was the only guy.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a few rockers that are like my friend Johnny Sapp and guys, rock and roll guys, but they never made the jump either. When I walked out of my building, and there's a Murder Incorporated right there, right? Either you go this way or you go that way.
Right.
I went that way. My friend, who was a guy, he says, Vinny, you went the right way.
There you go.
You know?
I mean, you got to be better off.
Oh yeah, I would have been gone long ago. So anyway, this is the famous CBGBs. I played here. I got a solo. I got an album out of here in 1988. Hilly got me to write. I spoke at his one of his memorials, and I told him the same story. The coffee,
Yeah.
the little pinoli cake, you know, the little cookies, you know.
Did you like the sound here better than anywhere else? Because every time I ever came here, that's the thing I always remember. Everybody sounded so fucking good. Everybody sounded good.
Norman Dunn put the sound system in. It was a guy on my live album. There was Dennis, Norman's brother. He was like a balding guy with a rat tail. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know?
of course.
So, kind of hated the kids.
Yeah, right.
You know, he was like the big bully. Anyway, you kids, we left it on the record. So when you hear the record, we got him yelling at the kids on it.
Wow.
That's how we were. That's how it was. So we left that guy venting about the kids on the record. I listened to that. He passed. So did his brother. I get a kick out when I hear his voice, and you hear somebody's voice. You know, you know.
And you let nobody else would know that that's
Yeah.
what that
Right,
was on.
yeah.
Right.
it's like-
I mean, Roger would know. A
That's for
few
you guys.
people would know. Yeah,
For the
yeah, but
guys,
yeah. If you ever listen to the live at CBGBs and you hear the bouncer, so-called, you want to call him a bouncer, yelling at the kids, that's him.
Dennis has something to say on this new album. Hold on.
A lot of you people ain't gonna live to see tomorrow if you keep fucking around this way.
So hardcore is a thing that needs to be experienced live. You can't,
yeah.
Watching videos of it online ain't the same.
There you go, Stigma. Stigma!
It is.
Stigma! What's up? See Stigma?
It's crazy. We're in front of CB. Stigma just walked right
they're
past us.
everywhere.
AF Live at CBGB is, to me, the best live hardcore album of all time. Maybe the only live hardcore album that truly
Feels like a hard.
feels like a hardcore show just to listen to.
Hey, you know what? The second one,
Second one with
the
the
second
with the air
live
horn.
one with Cousin Joe and the air
yeah,
horn
with
the
the
whole time.
Okay, yeah.
That one feels like it too. That one's a good one
Opening
too.
with Eliminator.
Yeah, you just can't
Forget
beat
about it.
hardcore. That's the bottom line.
That's it.
All right, come on, I'll take it another way.
All right.
We got the light. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay, we're coming to my friend's bakery. This was Parisi Bakery. My friend Frankie, I went to school with him, and he had the bakery, right? He passed away 2 years ago, just about now. His birthday was just the other day. And this used to be the bakery. See, Bakery Cafe, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was, yeah.
This looks like it would have been delicious.
Good.
So, and my friend Frankie would have all his bread trucks over here. And you can't rob his parking space.
No
He'll
way.
come out beefing. It was in the news once. He beat up a guy.
Really?
Yeah, it was in the news.
That's where I want to go.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like,
right.
yeah.
That's
where
I
I'm
want to
getting my
buy
bread.
his rolls.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
I went to school with him all my life. Come on, guys, we'll go this way. My first bass player, my friend Sally Donuts, big fat guy, you know? He was,
Why'd they call him donuts?
he was a big fat guy. So he was my favorite. Him, Frankie, it was like the old Italian band from the neighborhood.
Right.
It was great. So years went on, I went on, you know. So in '91, he died, right? He was so fat that they had to take him out of the window.
Wow.
They had to get him out the window with a crane.
Yeah, so my friend calls me and said, yo, Vinnie, Sally died. Come down right away. So I'm standing on the corner right here with him, and And the closest street, the fire department, the ambulance, they had a crane.
Yeah, right, yeah.
What else was here?
The jaws of life.
Yeah,
Right.
right? So it was December 21st.
It's my mom's birthday.
Great day.
Oh, wow. Anyway, he lived right there. The first day of winter. He's in a basket.
Yeah.
So they had the crane that went like this, and it was like swinging like this.
Oh, no.
And me and my friend were like, look at Sal. He's still rocking. We were crying, hugging, laughing. We
God.
didn't know what to do. You know? Sally Donuts. So his mother says, I don't call him Sally Donuts. He says, okay. What's donuts spelled backwards?
Do not.
There you go. One on, he caught it. And that was it. She said, no, call him Sally Donuts.
Leave it with donuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was my friend Sal who passed away there, you know. Marty Scorsese just lived right up the block here.
You grew up in this neighborhood?
Yeah, this is a Sicilian. All the Sicilians lived on the Shakadan way, this was. All Sicilian. On Mott Street, where all the Napolitans lived.
That's where my family's from.
Yeah, no.
my grandmother.
Paisano, yeah. That's all the Napolitans lived over there.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew.
Yeah, because the whole town moved to Elizabeth Street. The whole town moved to Mott Street like Connie,
Yeah,
you know?
right.
And stuff like that. That store right there, that used to be that was Joe Lefty's place. He was also with Murder Incorporated. That was another outlet of Murder Incorporated. But the main headquarters was there, and I'll show you on my block.
Okay.
All right, let's go check that out.
Yeah, let's go.
This was Murder Incorporated right here. And I remember Charlos was standing right where you were standing, you know? And I remember him over here like this, smoking a cigarette. You know, always,
Up to nothing.
And they had the long coats with the fedoras, with the like that, and there was Joe Action, Clabby, Charloots, Flabby. These were like the 40 Thieves were in here, like, you know.
What year?
Me, 60, 61.
Okay.
Like around there, I remember. They used to give me silver dollars.
Wow.
Or half dollars.
Just for being a kid.
Just for being a kid.
a good kid.
Just for being a kid. Yeah. Go get me paper. Go get me a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
And then I would go like, Charlie wants cigarettes. That's it. That's all I had to say.
And they just hand you a pack of
They had
cigarettes.
little kid cigarettes. Like. So then I used to go, I called Wise, and I said, Charlie wants cigarettes. I go smoke them with my friends. It was great. A little 12-year-old kid smoking cigarettes. It's so cool. Anyway, this was the Murder Incorporated, and that's the mafia's mafia. When they needed a mafia guy killed, they called these guys because they were gangsters. They weren't big shots. They were gangsters.
Wow.
You know? Anyway, come on. I'll show you the little thing up here. This is a factory then, but it was an old Yankee prison. And it goes about three stories down. There were crawl spaces down there and everything.
Whoa.
And
Now it's
they
just a
still had
public
the
store?
shackles on the wall.
Wow.
In this storage?
Because it was kind of abandoned. We used to break in when I was a kid. And I used to have my bands just bring the equipment in there, make clubhouses. You know,
Sure.
Go down there, make out with our girls, you know. Yeah, you know, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And
Smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, this is
Old
across
cigarettes.
Yeah.
You
This
know where
is-
the term
and that
Yankee-
used to be a funeral parlor.
The sushi place?
Yeah, the sushi place. My grandfather was buried in
Really?
in there. My grandmother,
Really?
my grandmother, all my family. So I usually go in there on Friday the 13th. It's like a little thing I got going on, you know?
And then we're right next to the church again.
Exactly, right. So, like, Pierre Dusan, that guy, he was right behind the wall, right there.
Right
Where
there, I see.
He was
I
right
see.
there.
Yeah.
I knew all along. They were local for him. It was on the news. I was like, he's right here.
How did you knew from the tombstone?
No, I just knew from
just know.
blowing it. I don't know,
I got you. They would
know?
tell you. They would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, like Bishop Dubois and all these
You know
bishop
where
cardinals are buried
Yankee
there.
comes from?
Huh?
Do you know where the word Yankee comes from?
No.
This was a Dutch settlement.
Right.
Amsterdam.
Right. Mott Street, the Mott's
Right.
owned.
And in Dutch, the name John is Jan, and it just Yankee.
Oh, okay.
That's it. It
Yeah.
literally is just John's.
John's.
That's it.
Anyway, there was a little store, like a little hole there. They were digging up like the sewers or whatever.
Yeah.
I used to play in the ground.
In the manhole?
Yeah, yeah, not in the manhole, but in the where they dug up.
Oh,
And
I
I
see.
found a cannonball
There we go.
Cannonball.
A cannonball.
You still
when
got
they
it?
bomb. No, I don't know. You know? Yeah.
Vinny, has anybody ever tell you your comedic timing is unbelievable?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Anyway, I used to have.
He knows what he's doing. He's good.
I used to have pigeons on this roof. There was pigeons on this roof, and there was pigeons on that roof.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we were all like, you know, I'm a big pigeon guy.
The pigeon community connect.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it like
Well,
a
it was
little-
an Italian thing.
Was
You
it
see
a-
on the waterfront,
Yeah.
kind of like
Was
that.
it like a club? Like you guys knew each other? Would you?
No, we all respected
Trade?
it. No. Everybody had their own. Somebody
Did you
let
send
it-
messages to each other via pigeon?
No, we didn't have
They
it,
just
but you
yell
can.
across the roof.
Yeah, true. As a
Look
matter
at
of
this.
fact, my mother and father got married on that roof.
On the
Really?
roof?
On the roof, yeah. That's where they had their thing. In my building. My grandfather made the wine in the basement.
Right.
My mother and father got married on the roof. Like they got married in church,
Right.
but they had like the whole
the
building was
reception.
opened up.
Yeah.
Everybody was coming
Beautiful,
into the building.
Wow.
You know, and that's about
That's
it.
the real New
Come
York.
this way. Come on. I forgot almost something pretty cool. This used to be Vera Guaranda's apartment.
Who
And
was
so-
she?
A lady that I liked, you know. One of my mother's friends.
Okay.
It was an apartment before it's a tra- So every now and again with the door, I see the thing. I open up the door and I yell, Vera Guaranda.
And they go, he's back.
Yeah, they say, what the hell was that?
That guy came in again today.
Okay. As a matter of fact, they see the church is closed now.
Yeah. What's that light there, Vinny?
That's the catacombs.
Wow.
You go down to here. You could go right into the catacombs. We're walking on catacombs right now.
Wow.
All this.
Sacred
Yeah.
ground.
This is hollow ground, yeah. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, you can kind of see into it.
Yeah. If you're
It's a basilica now. I should have showed you the chair in there.
that's okay.
Well,
That's all right. We can imagine what the chair
yeah,
looks
there's a
like.
chair, you know. This is St. Patrick's School. This is where I went to school all my life. All eight years.
Wow.
That was it. From
That's it,
kindergarten,
that's
that
it.
was it.
That's
I
all
want to
in
be
school.
in a band.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, this is the old St. Patrick's. I was in this room the day they killed Kennedy.
Wow.
I was in this room, and they let us out early. Went out. I ran down these stairs, crossed the street, up to my apartment, which you'll see right here. And my mother was crying, and all the old ladies, you know, like crying. I'm like, damn, I got no school tomorrow, man. Fuck that shit. You know, that's all I was thinking about. And this is the old school that I went to.
Where were you for the moon landing? What was that day like?
That was 69. I was in that building, Vera Guaranda.
You were there.
I was in Margie Box's house.
That's right.
Were you watching it?
Yes.
Was it Walter Cronkite or
I can't remember.
NBC or ABC?
I don't know.
Or
Yeah, but
CBS.
I remember that.
Wow.
You know? So I used to climb all these trees.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. It was,
It's perfect
yeah.
for a kid.
Yeah, it is. That's my little yard.
It's beautiful. Yeah, you just took us around.
Yeah.
It's in the square. Amazing.
Right. And then now we could go to Lombardi's.
Oh,
You guys
let's-
ready?
Boy, am I.
Talking.
All right.
Now, what is Lombardi's? Vinny?
Come on, I'll tell you when we're there.
All right.
So here we are on the corner of Mott and Spring at the world famous Lombardi's Pizzeria. The first pizzeria in America, 1905. Right from Naples, Napolitan. They came here and they opened this pizzeria. It was also a bakery and a pizzeria, you know, and it's the first pizzeria in America.
And is this your favorite pizzeria in America?
One of my favorites,
One of your
yeah.
favorites? Do you think
definitely.
it's the first piece you had? First piece of pizza you think you ever had?
No, I think my first pizzeria was Ray's,
Okay.
but the original Ray,
original Ray.
the real
Oh,
Ray.
yeah, that we all know the original one. Yeah.
Right. No, yeah, I know. I hear you. Anyway, they got my friend Johnny runs the joint, you know, and it's pretty cool. It's tourist spot.
It's the first
Yeah.
one.
I mean, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, but a tourist spot's a tourist spot for a
Hey,
reason.
Yeah,
It's good.
right. For a
We're
reason,
tourists.
exactly.
We're not
Right.
from here.
I'm on tour.
Yeah,
I'm on
right.
tour.
So,
Yeah.
and you with the Chicago pizza, right?
That's me.
Chicago.
So there you go.
sir.
Or we go try something. This is truly New York and blah, blah, blah.
Beautiful.
That's about it.
Yeah, we can take a break.
So let's take a break.
Take a
While we
break.
wait.
Let's see.
Pardon this interruption. We got to tell you about some very important messages. Bo, have you drank your AG1 today on this beautiful Independence Day?
It is the first thing I did this morning.
A true independent man, free from the British. And now here we are to drink our daily foundational nutritional beverage, getting all the vitamins, probiotics, prebiotics that our body needs.
Let's be honest. You're not getting enough. You could be getting more. this is a really convenient way to do it.
And athleticgreens.com/hardlore, you're getting 5 free travel packs and a year's supply of vitamin D. Sound and Fury is next week, guys. You need this, so order now. Quit messing around. You're going to feel so much better. We do.
We do.
Think about your life before AG1, Bo.
Okay.
It's like traceable to like what we looked like on this show before AG1 was our sponsor.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah. This show is a great example of what AG1 will get you down the road. Mm-hmm. Maybe not so much for me, but for Bo, oh my God, life-changing. Athleticgreens.com/hardlore. I meant that complimentary, by the way.
I understand.
Because your trajectory is unbelievable.
I got it.
And it's like AG1 might be.
Y'all AG1.
It's also Manscaped time. And what better way to show your independence by having the cleanest balls and butt in the world?
Whatever you got, clean it up.
That's right. The British, they've advanced in their manscaping, you know? Mm-hmm. That's why we got code HardLore for 20% off and free shipping. We want to stay. We're doing our own thing here.
That's right. We're the rebels. We're out there. We're cropping. Right. We're mopping.
We're cropping. Thank God we're cropping. Because look, to truly be independent, you gotta have clean balls, and that's what I've always said. That's what my granddad always said. You know, and thank God Manscaped finally made that possible. So code HardLore is going to get you 20% off and free shipping. Your balls are going to be so clean, it's going to be the Boston U party. Back to this amazing 4th of July episode with Vinnie Stigma.
Enjoy.
What's the move here? What are we getting?
Pie.
Yeah.
Getting a bunch of stuff.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Hey, you guys just do what you got to do. Hey, look. You hear the song Volare? They're playing.
This one?
Yeah, it's Volare.
You want to get 2 regular pies? Just let it. We'll get 2 regular pies. Then, do you have any preference on anything else?
Rustic double pepperoni.
There you go. Double
Do the
pepperoni.
meatball. We do the meatball. We got to do a meatball.
And then add a meatball on there too. So 4 pies.
Sounds great.
Vinny's fridge is going to be filled with
Thank you
pizza.
so much.
Yeah. My heart is filled right now. So.
Good.
So is ours. Kidding me?
I was so anxious and everything.
About the church.
About the church.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm calming down now.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I'm so glad we made it.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
so
no,
glad.
I was like,
So
What's it like touring with this guy?
oh, Mike's the best, really. I always talk shit about him all the time. No, it's true. He's the best.
Yeah.
Cool, professional.
Yeah.
You know, I can't say enough about it, really, Mike. I always do.
And a brilliant songwriter.
And not only that, it ain't just me saying it. Everybody says that. It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Really, Mike, it's true.
I've never heard a bad word.
Yeah, never. And I'm friends with him, 30 years more.
Wow.
You
He
know,
wrote
we
the
went,
best hardcore EP of all time.
yeah, we went on tour together
he
like
did,
30 years
too.
ago, right, Mike?
That was my first tour.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, first European tour. It was Madball, Crown Thorns.
Oh, it was Madball?
Madball, Crown
right.
Thorns in Europe. We were only a band for about 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
And I lived in a bus. It was a Beat the Street bus that they didn't have real tour buses at the time. It was a converted city bus with like makeshift bunks in it.
Whoa.
And I lived on that bus with Vinny for a month. Wow. And it was, I'll never forget it. It was like,
Yeah, you never forget your first one.
no.
It's true.
You forget your last one.
That tour was notorious.
Yeah, it was.
Madball got thrown out of the Dynamo after playing it.
I'm
year was it?
banned from the
95?
Dynamo.
That was like
Dynamo 95. That's the big one.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
you were on that one?
On that tour,
that,
yeah.
that was like 120,000
Yeah, that's
people.
the coolest video
That was
ever.
the biggest
Yeah.
Dynamo festival in Europe. They had to scale it down. People were leaving their cars on the highway and just walking.
It's like
It's
Woodstock.
like Woodstock.
Yeah.
They were running out of gas. You know?
Those videos they got me into
There's
so much.
yeah,
There's
oh,
like
yeah.
legendary videos. The Madball video,
Is that the Biohazard one?
the Biohazard one,
The Machine had
the
one.
Machine had
Machine
one.
had one.
And the Pete Steele is in on
Typo.
that typo.
That's
we
my
all
guy.
rode together.
Yeah.
All those bands, because we were all Roadrunner.
Yeah,
right,
a lot
of
of
course.
us, you know, at the time.
So the Playgirls Pete Steele Centerfold
Yeah.
had just came out.
Oh man.
And there were Roadrunner girls distributing it everywhere at the festival to look at Pete Steele's junk. And, we snuck a magazine under Vinnie's pillow.
I remember that. Yeah.
We're all hanging out, and then they're like, I think like Hoya or like yo, Vinnie, what's this? And he's like,
What's on your mind, Vinnie?
I know you and Pete were tight, but what the fuck is this?
That's right. See, it's good to talk. I forgot all about that.
Oh, we got into so much trouble. We had an off day in Spain. So we decided we're going to go to a beach town and just hang out. And we're all having a great time. We're not really causing any ruckus, but there's these tattoo dudes like running around just, singing soccer chants in the middle of the street in a retirement community. So they called the cops. After we had spent the day there, and a fucking SWAT team showed up.
Spanish SWAT team?
Showed up pointing rifles at the fucking bus. They unclipped the trailer and went through all our shit. And we're all like locked in the bus. They took all our passports and they said, please leave now.
Oh.
Yeah, I got thrown out of a lot of countries.
Yeah.
Touring Europe back then too must have been such an insane thing. You're changing money every day.
Oh man, that one. Then you can't go to the country. You can't eat. You can't do nothing.
Right,
it was terrible.
Because when you're on tour in the States, you find a payphone, you make a phone call back home, one of the payphones here, whatever.
Right. The whole thing.
But you can't even. You're just in Europe.
Yeah.
You're just there.
Just there.
I had Elvis Presley's 1961 tour bus. It was the metal was as thick like this table. We got stopped in France. They took the police took the lug nuts off. Roger knows better the story. They took the lug nuts off the thing. Or somehow we had to get a van somehow. We didn't have credit cards and it's going back now. I'm going.
Yeah.
So somehow they had a tow truck. And they pulled it, and it fell off a side of a cliff. Yeah, that was the end of that. That's all our clothes in there and everything.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So you just go home, right?
Yeah.
That's just the end of the tour.
And in America, I had Willie Nelson's tour bus.
Really?
Yeah, I had the one with the Indian on the side with the drunken horse.
That's cool.
And people know that they recognize the bus. Like when I go into a diner and they were like, "Is that Willie Nelson?" Yeah, he's sleeping, right? He needs coffee, right? And you're like, "Oh yeah, here you go.
Here you go.
Thank you."
Same trick. He needs a pack of cigarettes too.
Hey,
Willie needs
free
cigarettes.
coffee, baby. Yeah.
If I say favorite tour you've ever done, does anything come to mind? Something really special.
Well, the old days, like Mike was telling you, those are special. I forgot even about that story, too. About the police with the hooligans. One time, a guy tried to break in our bus, and we were in our underwears, slippers, and we were all trying to get out of the fucking doorway at the same time. A bunch of fat guys trying to go kill somebody. Yeah. So we finally get out of the bus in our chocolates, our socks. We go beat the guy up, right? Then we beat him up. We went back to the bus. We went back to also the cops, right? I heard there's a bunch of fat guys, and a Chinese. We had Snark with us, and a Chinese guy. We were like, yeah, that's us. I don't know. He tried to break in our bus.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Bad bus to try to break into.
Yeah, come on, guys. Speaking of which, about 2-3 years ago, I was on tour, and we were in France. We were going to go through the channel to go to England, and they parked to gas up, and migrants broke into our trailer. They came out of the woods to break into our bus, and so the guys loading up diesel, and Roger walk around, He said, I saw a leg hanging out, like the door was open and the leg was hanging. Now, the equipment could have fell out and killed people on the highway. These people don't give a fuck. They just want. I could have got in trouble. Yeah. Right. So we opened up. Oh man, there's a bunch of people in there. You know what I mean? But we had to throw them out. And I don't know if the bus driver might have been in on it. Yeah, that was something else. I mean, here we are. 9/11 is right here. Right. It was right up the block. I mean, you know, you pass it, you could see people were walking like zombies passing here, you know?
You were home when that happened.
I was home, I heard all these sirens. I was like, how many sirens? Like, I'm used to sirens, I live in New York. Yeah. But now, and I says, I put it on the TV, went, shh, World Trade Center, I said. Of course, it happened in 93.
93, right.
I said, let me take my dog for a walk.
Oh.
I used to walk him on the roof.
Oh, okay.
And so I go on the roof. There's a building on fire. My friend Albie was up there. Yeah, plane did the train, you know, the thing over there. We're like, oh, all right, you know, maybe the guy got a heart attack. Who the fuck knows, you know? So I'm walking my dog. While I'm walking the dog, I hear boom. I look and I see it. I see the second plane.
Wow.
Now there I come on, Paulie, let's go. I got my dog. I put him away. I had to go get my kid. He lived in Chinatown. Right. Now I'm going this way, and they're all coming this way.
Is that the wrong way?
They put up the blockades and everything. I was hurdling like O.J. Simpson over those things. and the cop tried to stop me. Hey, listen, I got to go get my kid. I go to the Henry Street. I see my kid. He's in a Chinese school. I go there. I grab my kid. I'm bringing him back. I said, let me stop at Noodle Town. I picked up a bag of food.
Smart.
Yeah, hey, I think I'm there. They go, let me get them. So then I'm walking with my kid, food. I went to my house. I called his mom. You know, like, don't worry. She came over, got him. We locked the door. We duct taped the windows.
Oh, yeah, right.
You know? Of course. Because we were already ready for the millennium bug. So we had duct tape, extra batteries, candles.
That's
None of it. Yeah.
The millennium.
Yeah.
Y2K. I forgot.
Right.
Serious business. My parents didn't pick me up. That's lucky.
No, me either.
Anyway.
I was in school, yeah.
You were over here. You were in Chicago.
But you want to know something? We had the Sears Tower, and they were really afraid that it was also going to happen there. It was a
you
real
mean the
thing.
Willis Tower?
Yeah, the Willis Tower.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I hear you.
I was in school, and they brought us into an auditorium and said everything is fine.
Auditorium, right.
Yeah.
And
then they said everything's fine, and then they said go home. But as we were leaving,
You went home?
kids, their parents were there. Everybody worked in the city.
Yeah.
So that kids were finding out their parents were there and could have died and all that. It was insane. Vinnie, you want to be honest?
Yeah, you
please.
go.
We'll have a bite each. We'll cut, enjoy a meal.
Yeah.
Have a
Fine.
nice meal.
Yeah, fine. This is great.
This looks great.
That's beautiful.
I can't believe
Very pretty,
it. It is. Look at
Beautiful.
that.
right?
Myself.
Dude, this guy is starving to death.
I know, he's pretty.
Thank you.
Mike. For appearances.
Yeah.
Just take off the.
Aaron.
Let's see.
Go fuck yourself.
All right, mangiando. Yeah.
I mean,
That is good.
you can't be
Okay.
fresh.
That is delicious.
All right, good. Like Pepe's. Or by you. I like that Pepe joint. Frank Pepe?
Oh.
It's better than salad.
I'm a salads man.
Oh, yeah?
I
I never
apologize.
had.
Oh my God.
I never go to the. It was always closed.
It's closed.
Which is the
Watch
one
your
that?
back.
There we go.
Anyway,
All right. This is delicious.
yeah.
We're going to eat a whole bunch more,
Wow.
and we will see you after.
Anyway, we're here at the Don Fury studio where I recorded my first record. I used to rehearse down here a long time ago. This is on Spring Street. My friend's father owned the building, and we used to come right down here. A lot of hardcore records were right down here. I used to go like this. Yo, Vinnie! And my friend Tommy lived over there on the floor, and I used to yell up, and I still do. I still yell, he passed away, but I still yell up, Tommy! And he throws a key down, like, you know? Anyway, this was the place.
The New York
Right.
hardcore sound was
The
crap.
New York hardcore sound was right in here, right in this spot right here. Really cool. Yeah.
And he lived above, right?
Now he lived here in the storefront.
In the storefront.
Wow.
And he had the basement, the studio in the basement.
Unbelievable.
And my aunt and uncles, they lived up here too.
Really?
Yeah, they owned the building.
How did you meet Don?
Yeah.
Just
I
being
lived
around.
2 feet away from the guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I was, you know, I would go to CBGBs before it was CBGBs. He'd be there, like whatever. Or Max's Kansas City. He was around, Don. You know.
What neighborhood is Max's in?
Max is in like right off 14th Street. I guess the beginning of Midtown.
Okay. Okay.
Close enough for me to walk.
Okay.
So I used to walk there and back. Cheap bastard won't
So
take a
you
cab.
had to have been in one of the first bands to record here.
Yes, I was one of the first bands to record here. And then after I did the United Blood and the Victim in Pain, then all the bands came down here.
Yeah, how could you not?
Yeah, it was a hot studio at the time. And I just did the 40th anniversary of United Blood.
That's right.
At Don Fury's other studio uptown. He moved to Albany.
Oh, wow.
And he got a studio, and we did the record 40 years later.
Wow.
Not every song, but like a bunch of them.
Live. One
take.
One take?
Live, one
that's
take.
awesome. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got to do one take.
Love it.
That's how it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Not-
It's actually the same drum kit that it was recorded on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
that guy, we got Mike Dijan here.
How about that?
Real story.
Don't mind me, I just play in the band.
Thank you, Dan.
So we're leaving a show, and we're driving up to Albany to do a show, and Don's up in Albany.
Yeah.
And Roger just says, put in a different address for the GPS. I was like, what's up? He goes, we're going to Don's. He doesn't know it yet.
Don doesn't know it?
Don, he had me put it in the GPS and then called Don and says, we're coming over.
I mean, you can't say no.
And he's like, just get the place ready. We're going to record some songs. And Don was so excited. He was
amazing.
Wow.
That's
and
love.
really,
That's
I was a
beautiful.
fly on the wall to see that.
Yeah.
And he was so enthusiastic and so psyched that he was just sitting there like doing this while they were tracking the songs live in the room.
Yeah, he was really excited. That's 40 years later, this, like this recorded over. So you're not 40 years off your life. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah.
What are
I
you
don't
doing?
even have 40 years to knock off my life.
Yeah, why, we were shitting in your diapers or something?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
That's unbelievable.
it's 42, but nobody's counting.
Yeah.
So this is where I recorded my first records. I used to rehearse down there with my other bands before Agnostic Front too.
Yeah.
But I never recorded with those bands. I don't know whatever happened to those demos.
So there were demos. For
Yeah,
your
with
bands
my other
before,
bands, the Eliminators, but I don't know. Oh, God, I wish I had those demos now. But yeah, we used to bang on the thing. I recorded it on a 16 track.
Wow.
Yeah.
Advanced for the time.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But the best is, it ain't too much.
Right.
It bleeds into other mics. I like the 8-track.
Sure.
16 track is better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because everybody was doing the 8. The 8
You can
track
be the
was
Tom
big,
separate.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
you know? But that's it.
Wow.
The famous worlds
Amazing.
where I made these fucking records. You made a record here too? Right?
We did some First Outburst recorded here.
Miles to
Oh,
go?
yeah, right, yeah. We talked
Miles to
about
Go
this
was
time.
done here?
No, not
The
here.
demo.
but the
Demo.
Miles to Go was recorded in East Setauket, Long Island.
Oh.
In case anybody was wondering.
There you go.
Okay, so there it is. Don
beautiful.
Fury's.
Thank you.
You know?
That's history.
Yeah, right there.
Right here.
Quite literally.
People walk over it.
Everybody's
they
got to
did.
do that now.
That's what they
It's a
did.
tradition.
That's good luck.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's have some coffee over here. Man, you guys are awesome.
You're awesome.
Thank you guys for a wonderful day over here.
This is the greatest day possible.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Can't think of a better way to end this day.
Right?
How would you have spent a normal Monday, Vinny?
Same thing.
If you weren't walking around with a bunch of people following you?
I would have just practiced my guitar, did dish. Well, I got to get ready for tomorrow. With the ladies coming to clean my house.
Right.
But other than that, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When you pick up that guitar, which is a very recognizable guitar, by the way, do you have a riff that you just automatically play?
No.
Not
But I
necessarily.
play. Here, coffee, guys?
I'll take
Here,
the coffee,
help
please.
yourselves. Come on.
Thank you. Guys, let's
take a look.
enjoy this cannoli.
Yeah,
Thank you, Vinny. Thank
you
for
guys
having
got
us.
it. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Oh, buddy.
The lady's coming tomorrow.
Perfect.
The
She's
lady's
coming
coming
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
The lady's coming tomorrow. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Oh,
These are
very good.
cannolis from Queens. Mike Dijan got them for me.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
That was a good cannoli.
that's very good.
Anyway, I was saying this was Marty Scorsese's drop house. He used to leave all his camera equipment up
In
here.
here.
This apartment.
Wow.
Really?
This is where I had the Saint in this apartment. And in 1925, 27, this used to be Vincent Cole's apartment. He worked for the outfit.
Yeah.
He invented the drive-by.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was one of Al Capone's guys.
Okay.
They sent him back here. He was German. But the Murder Incorporated, they used Jewish, German, Italian. You know what I mean?
Inventing the drive-by. What if we drive?
Yeah. Throw a bomb in there.
Genius.
Vinny, how long has your family been in this apartment?
Since 1925.
1925.
Yeah, it'll be 100 years next year.
Wow.
That's unreal.
Wow.
My family hasn't even been in America for 100 years.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, all my uncles, like I said, my grandfather made wine in the basement. When my mother and father got married, because this is my father's neighborhood, they had the wedding on the roof. Football wedding. There were a couple of roofs. They were throwing sandwiches from one roof to another.
Football wedding.
Yeah, that's what they call a football wedding back then. I had my pigeon coop on the roof. I used to rehearse in the basement down here, like all through the courtyard. You hear me back in the old days, you know? The big amps and everything.
Ah, it's Vinny.
And all the old ladies loved me, you know?
Yeah.
Why?
How could they not?
Because I carried their groceries up when I was a kid
'Cause you were
for
a nice
respect.
boy. You were a nice
For
boy.
respect,
And that's a lot of stairs.
you know?
There's a lot of stairs.
And they don't, you know, and don't you take any money from them. Like, you know, they will try to give you a corner, you'll give you $1, you know? So I had my kid do the same thing, you know, to some people in the neighborhood,
Of course.
you know?
Good.
And I said, and I told him, don't you take money. I get the same thing now.
And you never ever had the urge to leave here. This is where you're born. You're gonna die here.
And this is apartment B15. Right next door to me is B16, and Jimmy Salisi and Gene Salisi used to live there. Jimmy Salisi, he was in World War II and he got kind of his face shot off a little bit. He had like the eye, you know, he got blown up, you know, and he worked for Fannie Farmer. And he was always with the guinea tea, the black pants, the shoe, you know, like, you know. So he worked for Fannie Farmer. So when I'd be in the hallway playing when I was like 6, 7 years old, right next door, the lady right here next door. She said, Vincent! Yeah, Gene, Jimmy's got something for you. I knew exactly what it was. I fucking run up these stairs. I sit right out here. Me, my cousin, and Frankie. He used to come out. He used to pat me on the head. He used to give me the Fannie Farmer. Thank you, Jimmy. And Gene was a pinch cheeker. Oh, I loved it.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. I would like. I like, come on, Gene, pinch my chair. Double much. You know? And I'll never forget that, things like that. Right next door to her was my grandmother.
Right over there.
Right here, B18. Same floor here.
Yeah.
And my grandmother used to hang the peppers, and then they dried them out, and then she would have this big fucking pan, like a cast iron thing, and she'd put oil and do the peppers in there, and the whole fucking building would smell like peppers. Beautiful, right? And she'd be out in the hallway tearing from the peppers, right? And I hear, and she hears, Vincent, you know, like, Grandma, you know, and I used to run up and I used to tell her, Grandma, don't cry. I knew she wasn't crying, you know. And I used to go run in a kitchen, put my face over hot boiling oil so I could get the tears going on from the peppers. And I go, look at me, Grandma, I'm crying too. And she used to hug me. I never, you can't, you know?
No.
Yeah.
I have no doubt in my mind that you were an adorable child.
I was always respectful, and all the old ladies liked me. I was like 43 years old. I saw Lily Caggiano in the street. She says, Vincent, how are you? You're such a good boy. 43 years old. Right?
Good boy's a good boy, no matter how old you are.
So, She says, hey, where you going, Lily? She says, I'm going to go to church right now. I'm going to light a candle for you. I'm not even dead. They're lighting candles for me.
That's a good boy.
Yeah, I'm not even dead. They're lighting candles for me because, you know, I don't.
That's how good you were.
Yeah, I was a good kid.
boy.
You know, you know, whatever. Always respect and stuff like that. And you know, I think a lot of kids don't know about like that kind of running up the stairs, carrying the, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a different generation.
Yeah.
Who knows?
This will teach them.
Yeah.
They're learning.
Oh, if you're under 12 watching
They're
this,
watching us. To the 11-year-olds, we're getting them.
yeah,
Listen to what he's saying.
go to the grocery.
Is this the room where you do most of your writing?
Yeah.
So, all those songs, Victim in Pain, United Blood,
Yeah.
Cause for Alarm,
Yep.
this room.
Just right
This
here.
room. Where everybody lived here
I
too.
feel powerful in here.
Fucking 1984, we had this thing called The Connection, and it was all Canadian bands. We used to come to New York in 1980, and we used to go up there, whatever. You know, and I would have 4 bands sleep in this apartment. And I know who they are. Blood Sausage, Gassenhauer, my favorite, Vomit and the Zits.
Vomit and the Zits.
Vomit and the Zits. And Countdown Zero. 4 bands. Basically, there were other bands, but I remember them mostly. You know, and Blood Sausage still plays till today in Canada, here and there. Wow. But I don't know all the other bands, like where they are now. If anybody knows out there, come on, get
Vomit
them.
and the Zits, you gotta hit us up.
Yeah, the name alone, I love the name, like, you know.
Jimmy G in some documentary told a story that like people who knew you when they were at CB's waiting for the show or in between the show, if they were friends with you, they could come here and use the facilities.
Yeah.
Come get out of the heat. That's a true story.
Yeah. Wow. One time I'm standing on stage waiting for Roger. He's in my house taking a dump. We're like waiting around. Like, Roger will tell you that story. I love it. CBGBs had no bathroom.
Right.
This is it.
Yeah. This was the bathroom.
Our mutual friend Lars wanted us to ask about Robin Williams once being in here.
Okay. I don't have the glass. I put it inside because I cleaned out my closets because the lady's coming out. I got a maid now.
The lady's coming.
The lady's coming tomorrow.
Oh, she's coming tomorrow.
And also the guy from my doorbell. My doorbell's out. He's coming tomorrow. Both of them, 9 o'clock in the morning. So after you guys are gone, I gotta. Yeah, Robin Williams. First of all, he had a day off because Law sponsored him in the alcohol or drugs or whatever. So he had a day off. He came to my tattoo shop. Lars was tattooing. He used to do these little tattoos,
of course.
Right? So Robin Williams came, and we put it on the internet that, you know, we're going to be tattooing. You get a T-shirt, a tattoo, a sticker, you hang out with Law, whatever, you know, for $100 or whatever it was. It was a good deal. It was just like a promo type thing. So Robin Williams was there all day long. And people that came in, of course, recognized him.
Yeah.
Of course, they asked for his picture or autograph, something like that, which is cool. I didn't, or none of us did, because, you know, leave the guy alone.
Yeah.
So after we did the tattoo thing, we went, he took us out to dinner. We all went to Indian restaurant. And some guy ordered, I'll have the chicken vindaloo. The guy said, yeah, that sounds good. Let me try it. I'll try that. Next guy, yeah, I'll try it. We all ordered chicken vindaloo. Right? It's hot.
It's the spiciest thing you can get.
Yeah. So it was the winter time. I had chapped lips.
Oh,
and
no.
I was eating the chicken vindaloo, and I was going, I was sitting right next to Robin, he's going, oh, hot lips Harold. And I'm trying not to make him be on.
Yeah.
He can't help it.
Yeah. I didn't want to tell me jokes, you know. I didn't want to be that guy. You know, because so he was like making fun of me, kind of, okay, whatever. After that, we all came here, had coffee, cigarettes, and we started writing songs with Laws and and stuff like that.
Robin Williams writing some skinhead songs.
No, but we wrote a Stigma song here.
With Robin Williams in?
With Robin Williams around. It was Mike, influenced by Robin Williams. Got thrown in there. And Laws.
Producer credit.
Yeah.
It's got to be the only song he's ever produced.
100%.
Yeah, emotional credit. You know?
Aladdin and
Yeah.
Stigma.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's
That's the full discography.
Yeah, that's it.
So when Madball started, and you were starting a band with a 12-year-old singer, were you excited about that, or was that just like okay,
Oh, I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it because he had that high-pitched voice of a little child.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat that, you know. With the with hardcore and that voice,
Shrieky.
cuts through, you know.
Yeah.
And I love the songs like Colossal Man.
on.
That's like my favorite.
Yeah.
Till today.
They hold up to this day.
Yeah, you know, it's just so. It meant a lot to me. It still does, even when they did the songs last night.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
You know?
I was watching you, and I was watching you kind of.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Oh
you know.
man, I just can't. I'm trying to remember, like, you know, just in case they want me back.
They
you know?
might,
So, hey,
you
you never know. You know, I'm waiting for the 30th anniversary or something like that.
Gotta be ready to get you and that Henderson.
Next year, right? Yeah,
year.
that's what my idea. The whole idea, you know, get the original lineups, go kill it somewhere for a
I mean,
weekend.
set it off 30 years next year, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
yeah, 94. That's what I'm down.
This is just an idea.
Hey! I don't know who thought of it, but I'm down.
Wow. I like that. There's a live recording of your last show with them.
Oh yeah.
Where Freddie says, Vinny's leaving. He's going to be a famous tattooist.
Oh yeah.
That's why I said that to the lady at the restaurant today. Is that when you start, when New York Hardcore Tattoo?
No, anyway, Agnostic Front's getting back together again. You know, I had my kid. Agnostic Front's going to get back together.
Famous tattooist.
Yeah, you know, so I went with it.
Yeah.
You know, so we went back to Agnostic Front. And I tell you the truth, I missed the fucking hell out of Madball. I missed the hell out of playing in that fucking band.
I would kill to see you play
Yes.
those songs again.
Oh man, yeah.
The way you play some of the live videos of you playing those songs and just stomping so hard while you're playing them. Oh, I think you can't beat it.
Yeah. I got bone spurs in my feet now.
I saw you stomped on the Don Fury grade just fine. So
The what?
the Don Fury
Basement
basement
cover.
thing.
Oh yeah,
It's got a little gives to it though.
It's on a
got
stage.
little
Yeah,
give.
it's got a little
We'll
play
we'll gimmick
action.
the stage a little
Yeah,
bit.
we'll put a trigger on
Yeah,
that.
exactly. In terms of riffs you've written, is there anything that comes to mind where you finished writing a song and you were like, "That's pretty good"?
I like da 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 da. I like that. I like da 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 da.
I mean, how could you not?
Yeah, even Pete Steele kind of robbed that.
He
riff
did
off
Black
me.
Number One.
Yeah. I love it. This is my friend, so he's allowed to.
Yeah, he wrote some.
I always
He wrote
broke-
some lyrics for you guys.
Yeah,
so, you
exactly.
know,
Yeah. Because he could saw.
Yeah.
You know, I'm down.
Squid Pro Row.
Was he ever here?
Yeah.
He visited this
Oh yeah.
apartment.
Yeah. He's been.
He's fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like yeah.
What's the sword?
Nah, it's never a big deal. It's just a sword.
Just
Yeah,
decoration.
ceremonial sword,
Yeah.
kind of, you know. So when I vow to someone, you know,
That's the sword that you
that's
vow
the
with.
sword I
See?
do, and I have to have my tea ceremony, and my Japanese friends say prayers over me. So
You know, I don't want to change speeds here, but Vinny, I tried to get a tattoo one time at your tattoo shop when I was 16 years old,
yeah,
and I was denied.
How could you do that, Tim?
I went into the city. I took the train into the city from Long Island.
You said, "Come on, United Blood."
I actually I was 15. I went because that's the one tattoo shop I knew where it was in
Yeah.
my head. So I went into the city. I went down all the way to the tattoo shop. I walked inside. I was like,
Yeah.
I was so nervous trying to get a tattoo. And he knew I was,
You're a wee 6'3" at the
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
and whoever was at the desk knew right away what the
Yeah,
fuck I
yeah.
was doing. And I thought I was slick. And I was like, oh, I want to.
Or
You got show ID now, like it's
There you
like.
go.
So I didn't get it, but I ended up buying an old New York Hardcore Tattoos poster
There you go.
Ah.
that I still have.
Who's running it now?
My friend Mike.
Mike Maney.
Yeah.
My buddy.
Stigmata.
Yeah, I played in Stigmata for one show.
I was like,
Oh yeah.
So
shout out Mike.
No, not that Mike. Not that Mike. But yeah, Mike
Not
did my
Mike Maney.
hands.
Oh, see? Gorgeous.
Yeah, good guy, Mike. He's out Florida, the less I know.
Yeah, he is.
for him.
Yeah, I talked to. Who did I talk to about that? I think Valenti. I talked to about that. Like, a week ago. He said last year he was down there too.
Mike Valetti, another good guy.
What was the last record you did with Madball?
I did the Set It Off.
Okay.
I didn't want to do the new record and like be on the record and dip out.
Yeah.
Because you don't do things like that. That's not right. Not unless you commit to the record, you do the tour, and then when they need a new record, then you can dip out.
You hear that?
Yeah, you don't dip out on. You make the record and then dip out. That's not cool.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, of course, the rest of the guys. What about the rest of them? You going to leave them like high and dry,
They
like
gotta,
kind of like
they
you
gotta
know?
find somebody.
Vinny, would you ever want to play in a new band? Like, well, let's say a band, it's all 22-year-olds and you.
Yeah, I would.
I think that'd be awesome.
I did. As a matter of fact, I did that with the recorded at Mike's studio, Atomic Studios. I was in a band called the Zombie Vandals.
Oh, yeah. Chris Ara sang in the
Yeah. I was, midlife crisis,
It happens.
So I recorded. I loved the songs. You know, I mean, I was playing guitar. It was good. It was good. You know, but the kids, they didn't have it together. You know, they were too punk for their own good. You know what I mean? I'm like, I got Jamie to sign them.
Whoa.
And they were like, oh, we don't want. You don't want to. What the fuck is the matter with you? You got bringing you here straight to the fucking lion's den.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
You know? To kill them.
You brought them right to the threshold.
I brought them right there because I figured if there's the casualties, there's got to be another punk band like them to counterbalance, like Chrome Eggs, Agnostic Front.
Sure.
Nice.
You know, this one and that. The Beatles, the Rolling Stones. You know what I'm saying? There's always that. You got to have the two. You know?
But then it's Madball. I don't know.
It's just a family when I say Madball.
Yeah.
I say it's like the Agnostic Front family.
But that's
who
what
was
I wouldn't
Madball's
go Chrome Eggs
contemporary?
Agnostic Front. To me, it would always be Agnostic Front Madball.
Well, yeah, we're the family. Yeah, but I hear what you mean. But I consider us one because it's
The yin and the
agnostic.
yang.
Yeah, the Agnostic Front with all the records, Madball with all their albums, my solo records, Roger's solo records. We did like at least a quarter of the New York hardcore records.
Yeah.
You know, not a quarter, like a lot of them.
Yeah.
A good chunk of, you know, a lot of bands, you know, just make 4 records and 25 years they don't make a record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, and they're touring on the same type of thing. What's classic that people want to see. I mean, people did that for years.
Yeah.
You know, playing the same 10 songs. You know what I mean?
That they wrote when they were 19.
Yeah, you know, those are great songs. You know, it's all that. You know, but then you become nostalgic band, and then and then when you put something else new out, it kind of balances it a little bit. It's just like you're so used to this that when you hear that, it's like of course it's going to be a different timing, a different tempo.
Yeah.
No matter how you try to keep to the click. But
Fuck the click.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
No, absolutely. I mean, but even if you look at like United Blood to Gotta Go, like you guys constantly, slowly evolved in the perfect way.
Right, you got to be in it to win it.
And you kept yourselves inspired.
Yes.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, definitely. You always got to be, you know, hey, I know exactly who I am and what I am. You know, I know how many records I could sell. I know how many. I would never want anybody to think bad of me. You know, I would never do what that guy did to the Long Island bands. Not to mention anybody's name.
Yes,
But
we'll
I would
leave him
never-
out of this.
Yeah, but I would never do something like that because I don't want this to be talked about me like that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right,
You know
of
what I
course,
mean? That would bother the hell out of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's too late for me. I'm not going to ruin my reputation now. Of
course.
You know? I mean, I've been a good guy. It takes.
Hey, a
You
good,
could-
Good boy is a good boy.
Yeah, that's true. And you could only lose honor.
Wow.
It's true.
It's true.
You could only lose it. Sure, you get it somehow. It's bestowed upon you or whatever. But you could lose it by one stupid act. You know? So I'm always kind of aware of that. It's like drinking and driving. Don't drink and drive. I'm just saying, don't do that.
There is a.
You got to check. You got to see ahead of the curve
Stigma for
sometimes.
president.
You know.
I
2024.
will say there is a good song that encourages drinking and driving.
Oh, well, looking back, I'll have another one.
It's a good song.
Vinny, in your kitchen, I see possibly 100, 200 steins?
More.
More.
Yeah, well, I had them all in the cabinets.
Do you know
too.
the count?
No.
Okay.
But I have also, my other apartment, I have shelves like this.
Uh-huh.
You know?
What?
I even have them in boxes in my tattoo shop that I didn't open up in 5, 8 years.
So you've just collected them for years.
I just collected them. I'm done collecting.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's bordering on hoarding.
You got the best one.
Yeah. You'll see me in the thing in there with all the big beer glasses, you know.
You won't be able to get up to
And believe me, I know a lot of them. I know like who gave me glasses, and the nights I was with. There's a one over there that we were in Austria, and my friend Mosh was jumping off the bar, and that was the mug from that. He was hitting somebody over the head with the mug. We wind up with the mug. The guy had hair that was in the mug, like from cracking them.
Then he kept the murder weapon, is what he
Yeah,
said.
yeah, right, exactly. A trophy. What are you talking about?
Murder trophy.
Yeah.
Damn.
My friends give me things that even passed away. I know their glasses, and you know, like.
Who's this handsome bulldog in the frame?
That's my dog, Paulie.
Paulie.
The beer drinking dog?
Paulie the beer
I
drinking
know
dog.
that dog.
Yeah. I love that dog. He's the dog on 9/11 that I took on the roof.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so.
So he's seen some shit.
Because I woke up, I got bombed the night before.
Right.
And I was like a little, like kind of like down in my dumps because my mom's in the hospital. She died on 9/15.
Right.
Oh.
Just right. What a shitty September.
Yeah.
That was for me. I knew 2 people that died in the World Trade Center. My friend that was in Johnny the Fireman. He was in a band called the Bullies, and with my friend Beer Truck and a couple other guys. They were like a Ramonesy type band.
Okay.
And my friend Santos, he was like shirt and tie, roll up your sleeves, mail guy, you know, like he ran a mail thing. There,
Oh, cool.
Something, and he passed away that day. You know, they never found him either, you know.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So when that happened, 9/11, I had to keep my windows closed because my right here was like, I go like that,
Ash.
white.
Yeah.
Oh,
Red,
wow.
it's supposed to be black. You know what I mean? Because I would just pick my nose at black, that's good. You know, you pick out, or you see a white thing,
Yeah, that's bad.
you know, I couldn't take my dog on the roof because it looks like it lightly snowed
Right.
because of the
ash.
Whatever that
the
was.
ash
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever was in the ash.
Yeah, right.
You know, so
Silica. That's what got most people.
Is it
It's the
silica?
concrete dust that was in the mix of the
That got Diana Ross. That's how she died.
Really?
True story.
Damn.
well, so you know that's my dog, Paulie.
That's a good boy.
I loved him a lot. You know, I'm not. That's it. I'm done. No more dogs.
Yeah.
No cats. Nothing.
That was it for you.
Too painful when they go?
Until
Well-
you meet again.
Until we meet again, and someone took him from me and gave him a good life in the end because he couldn't make the stairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So you did the good thing.
No,
The
yeah.
hard thing,
Yeah,
but the good
but
thing.
the girl loved him.
Yeah, good.
You know, and yeah, and she bought another bulldog to keep him company, and she wind up with a bed and breakfast, and like the theme was come visit with the dogs.
Bulldogs, bed and breakfast?
Yeah, bulldogs bed and breakfast.
Yes, I gotta go there.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Rhode Island or something. It
my
was.
way.
This is years ago. She, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You were gonna say something, Mike. What was that?
guys, go.
Hand me a cannoli, would you?
Sure.
And I'm getting all the way over there.
Oh, I'm filled
you.
to the brim.
Yeah,
I can't have
I'm-
stuff.
Yeah, I am.
You all
Me
ready?
too. I'm good. Thanks.
Thank you.
87 nuggets.
Who do you think when, you know, at Madball and after in your time in those bands, there have been people that have come in and out of the bands, obviously. Who do you think was the person that joined one of those bands that gave you like the most spark? Like they joined the band and you felt like ready to do the next record, the next tour, like excited.
No, yeah, well, Roger, of course, but we're not counting him
Yeah,
now. But as for other people like Matty Henderson,
That's who I was thinking.
Where did you guys find him?
along the road somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, he lived here, so he used to give me guitar lessons. Cause my hand would go over here when I play guitar. Like, come over here. You're supposed to be, you know what I mean? But it was like had a mind of its own. He used to duct tape my hand to the guitar because when I learned how to play guitar, there were no palm mutes, no gallop, you know, none of that shit. You know, it was just like rhythm. You do the rhythms of whatever.
How do you feel about palm muting now? It's pretty cool, right?
I'm not a palm muter. A little palm made for the hand, maybe. That's about it.
I love a palm
He's a
muter.
palm. You're a palm muter. Yeah, who duct taped your hand?
Me. No, nobody, and that's the problem.
Yeah. But you know,
I didn't have discipline.
I had a mind of its own. The hand would go like come over here.
Well, that mind of its own wrote some good songs.
Yeah, well, the guitar playing changed a lot, too. And then we throw a little metal in it. And then the new style of hardcore with the slip, the groove.
Yeah.
You know, that's that thing. You know?
Yeah.
You guys did it all. I mean, your second LP being full crossover.
Yeah.
Hard.
Right. Yeah. And you know what? It took me a long time to like that album.
Really?
Years. I was like,
Even at the time?
Yeah, I don't know. I had a little beef because I wanted to do another hardcore record, like straight up hardcore. But you know what? The timing was right for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because that's what was going on, and either you're going to do it or you're going to fall behind somewhat. And then we did, as we go along, we did another one voice.
One voice,
And
man.
that was another level of
the
hardcore.
one, dude.
I don't know if you know how much that has influenced the way every modern
I
band
know.
plays.
I hear you.
It's insane. Like,
Yeah.
it just because it's not too much of
Right.
a difference, but it is that little bit.
Right. Yeah.
It's just it
I
changed.
tell you right now, it's a performance record.
Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna mosh to it.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I'll throw myself off a building.
I don't know. I'm still got that old school mosh thing going on. You know.
You want to slam. You want to slam.
Yeah, right.
What was that like for you to witness the rise of the karate mosh? You saw that happen in real time.
Yeah, I saw it happen. That was around 91, 92,
Who was the
3.
first guy you saw do it, you think?
There's some guy, Fred. Remember Fred? He was in 25. Yeah, anyway, him.
Fred Mesk.
Yeah, right.
You mentioned Fred Mesk before.
Wow. Conflicting
Yeah,
reports.
they would do the karate thing. And I don't care if you do the karate thing, but like, you know, as long as it's fair. Like if I'm in the pit with you and I'm dancing and like, you know, I'm like, you know, it's one thing. But if I hit you a cheap shot, that I don't like. That's not good.
Okay.
You know?
Keep it even.
Noted. Yeah.
You're gonna throw a spin kick out there. You gotta eat one and then throw.
Well, you know, you got to be fair, you know? Because even I was never that kind of a dancer. I was one of those, let's go have fun kind of guy.
Creepy
you know?
crawl, you're sneaking
Yeah,
around.
whatever. You know, anything, you know? I would invent things like scratch my, like just be jerky and stupid in the middle of the pit, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come in with a tomahawk chop or something stupid. You know what I mean? I would go the extra mile to have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I even till today, because there was a lot of guys, rah, rah, you know, and I wasn't that way, and all the girls loved me because there's a video, he always protected us in the pit. You know, come on, let the girls get in there. You know, come on. It was an A7. It was a small little thing.
Yeah.
Come on, they're our girls. You know, let them have fun too.
Right.
You know, chicken fights. We get on the shoulders and do the chicken fight.
Come on. I got something now. We played Tampa last year, and the club had two stripping poles on each side of the stage.
Oh, yeah.
So we're like halfway through the set, and Roger orders him to go out and dance on the pole in the middle of the song. So he goes and he does this burlesque act during a song, and he made $40.
Wow, 45.
There was stuffing in his pants.
The entertainment.
Yeah.
He was like shaking his, like he worked for it.
Yeah, I
He was,
worked
like,
for it. Yeah,
shaking
I
his
checked my booty for that one.
The greatest entertainer.
And then
of any
people were
generation.
loving it. They were just stuffing me like, you know, like, I go along with it, have fun.
Of course.
You know?
Have fun.
That's why I like it, even with now I wrestle,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, Mike comes to my shows, all you know, the wrestling shows, and you know, it's just, now they want to add like Stigma, the band,
Right.
you know, on stage, and I'm going to sing in the ring because with the wireless mic, like you know, the way a rap or just alone in the ring, and I'm going to sing. They love New York Blood, the song, you know. And
Shout out to
come
Rob Lopez.
I come out to that, you know.
Okay.
That's like my ring.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like
a good entrance.
Yeah.
You filmed that at the Astoria Boulevard train station, at the end stop
Oh yeah.
on 31st Street. I always, whenever Rob would come to my apartment, he would go, you know, we filmed the video.
Man.
Vinny,
What can you do?
what do you think, if you can remember, what's the first band that you ever danced to?
I don't know, but earlier bands like the Dead Boys and the Stranglers. Stranglers weren't so dancey, but I was a big shot. Still, one of the guys just. I played this club in England. Every time I play, let's say a Friday night, Saturday night you call almost right after me. I always leave him a note. Yeah, never met the guy in my life. I leave him notes like, you know, like, yeah, I'm Vinnie from New York. I love you. You're my friend. I want to be your friend. Like, I make it stupid.
Yeah.
And I give it to the bartender. Don't worry, Vinnie, we'll give it to him. Yeah.
It's just a stack of those notes sitting under the bar.
Still there to this day. We've been asking various hardcore musicians of different generations their 4 favorite hardcore albums recently, and of course, AF and Madball come up constantly. For someone like you who pioneered the genre, what comes to mind when I ask your favorite hardcore records ever?
Okay, I would go to Fate Void record, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Because it's a little bit of a combo.
Yeah.
I don't want to pick what everybody else picks. It's more EP like Ready to Fight.
Negative Approach.
Negative Approach. I like that record. The Minor Threat record. You know, because that was the time there, and to get a little like melodic, let's say. Bad Religion's first album.
Wow.
Just to.
Those are incredible answers.
And they're all great records.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all like, you know, ace. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I mean, I could give you the usual answer, but like, you know, I switch it around a little. Tomorrow they'll be out and I'll put somebody else in, you know?
Other people's usual answer is Victim in Pain, Set It Off, Age of Quarrel, etc.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Okay, is that what you would say the usual answer is?
Those are the usual answers, yeah.
Those are good answers.
Yeah, they're good answers, too. You know?
Another thing that we've been asking, and it's a question that we ask people for months now, and I'm really curious to know. We ask who, when you're on stage, maybe right at the beginning or maybe even today, whatever, spanning your whole career playing guitar, who are you doing in your brain on stage? Like who are you trying to emulate? What style? Who did you think was cool?
I just go for it, number one. And sometimes I would be playing a guitar and think, what's my dog doing right now? You know? Oh, he's probably on my couch. Okay, forget it. Let's wake up and play the show.
Wow.
You know, I just go into my own little world.
So you're doing Stigma.
Yeah, you're doing.
I'm doing myself. I don't know how to do anybody else. I'm not good enough. I'm like the Bob Uecker of hardcore.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. So here's another thing we ask everybody. As touring men, just about the only thing we have to look forward to at the end of the show is a nice meal. And on the road, that nice meal is McDonald's, Taco Bell stuff. If Agnostic Front is on tour, or Madball's on tour,
Whatever.
what are you guys looking forward to the most? What's the one, like...
Food-wise?
Food-wise. What's the fast food stop where you guys are all unanimously like, oh yeah, we're going there?
Everybody's got beef.
It's a nightmare, isn't it?
See me, I go anywhere.
Okay.
I don't want to even be in that conversation. You make up your fucking mind. When you're ready to do it, I'll go.
Okay.
I'm out of this conversation.
So you like McDonald's?
I'll eat anything.
There's no place.
I don't like McDonald's, but I'll go. I'll eat it.
What do you like?
I mean,
On the road.
On the road, yeah. Popeyes.
Good answer.
That's a good
Good
answer.
Real
answer.
man.
Yeah. All right.
It's a good answer.
All right.
There's no place you'll say no to.
No.
Okay.
See, no.
Maybe likes a good breakfast.
Good breakfast.
You're a Waffle House guy.
I'll go to Waffle House.
Oh,
I got no problem.
I love
I like their bacon, believe it or not. And I don't eat bacon.
Huge.
You know?
You get a waffle there?
I get the All-Star.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
of
I
course
do.
you do.
Yeah, right.
Gotta
That's
get
the
the
only thing to
All-Star.
get.
It's the sensible order.
You know, yeah. And I like supporting Waffle House, too.
Because of the fights there?
Those are
The
good
people that
fights.
work hard.
They do.
They do.
You know?
They call you baby and
Yeah,
sweet.
I always make sure I leave an extra tip.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you take a little lesson off the Swifty right here. That girl leaves tips. She ain't cheap.
Really?
Miss Swift?
Yeah. She tipped her crew out $50 million.
$100,000 to each truck driver.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I love tipping.
Yeah,
Tip
you
all
got to
day.
tip. What are you, a fucking creep?
Tipping well
Yeah.
feels
Oh,
great.
it
Yeah.
does.
I tip
Like
in the
you-
bathroom. I don't care.
And then you make somebody's day a few
Yeah, of
dollars
course.
more.
Yeah.
I always make sure I try to throw over the 20%.
Yeah.
I just did 40 at the pizza place. I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, but I'm just
I
saying,
figured
you
you'd
know,
want
yeah.
me to, so I did. You go there all the time.
Yeah, so that's $2 on every 5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I calculate.
Yeah, right.
it
That's
as well.
how I count too.
Smart man.
So I know if it's $50, that's one like the 10. Well, how much is that?
50 bucks, 20% would be 20 bucks. Yeah.
$20.
40% would be
Yeah,
20.
right. So I make sure I tip, you know, and I don't know her music, and I think, but I know she ain't cheap.
That's right.
And I admire that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I check myself now. I'm some little girl like.
Because then somebody goes, "Yo, Vinnie Stigma was in here. He tipped me 40%."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's
no,
us.
it's true.
Yeah.
The other night I found money on the floor, and I thought it was a girl, but it wasn't. And she was like, then she was looking and think maybe I could take. So I'll give it to the bartender. Call the bartender. I said, I found this money on the floor. He was like, thank you for being honest. Wow, that was really nice of you. I said, he said, would you like a beer? I'll have a beer.
Look at that karma right away.
Instant.
$40 beer.
It's the karma, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know what? You know, it wasn't my money. And I says, you know, nobody claims the money. Put it in the fucking tip jar for the
Of
fucking
course.
for the bartenders.
Absolutely.
You know?
I got a crazy question for you. It's October after all.
Halloween? What?
You ever seen a ghost?
Well, I got locked in that place in Atlanta, Georgia. What's the place with where they had the Beer Olympics? The Metro. Was it the
Masquerade?
The Masquerade.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was
We
in the
used to have the elevator.
I got locked in there. Spooked.
In the elevator.
No, in the whole place.
Oh, shit.
I fell asleep in the back.
And they closed
They
up with you
closed
in
up
there.
the fucking place up with me in there.
And no one thought,
Scared
where the hell's
fucking
Vinny?
shit out of
You
me.
seeing stuff or hearing stuff, or is
I
it
don't
just
know. I'm
scary?
feeling
You were
it.
just, yeah, all right.
I'm feeling it.
That upstairs is weird.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
This is the old Masquerade.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that place caught fire years ago.
Really?
It was a cotton gin, a mill or something like that.
That makes sense because think of that area. It was all industrial.
Right.
Yeah. yeah.
And it caught fire, and then a bunch of people died or something. to
Oh,
that
it was
effect.
haunted. You were in there.
Exactly, yeah.
You never know if one of those spirits came with you
That's
somewhere.
irrefutable.
well, they-
Whoa, hey, come on.
I'm just saying.
Nah, they don't want to hang around me.
Yeah,
and
no.
be like that.
He tips too good.
Yeah,
This guy
I
ain't
can't
fun.
even annoy this guy. He's too
Hey, here's a
nice.
tip. Get out of here. Fuck, I gotta go.
Thank you.
40%.
Holy shit. Well, this was just about the best day possible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Vinny, we can't thank you enough for
Yeah, wow, thank you.
Having us out in
Really
your home
appreciate
is
it.
It's amazing.
man.
Thank you for showing us your neighborhood and giving
Yeah,
us your,
cool.
your evening.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure.
yeah.
Vinnie Stigma, New York hardcore, the Godfather.
The
of New York
literal godfather of New York hardcore.
Thanks, Mike Dijan, hooked it up with
Absolutely.
you guys.
Mike Dijan,
Yeah.
The other godfather.
The other guy,
of New York
yeah.
hardcore.
my favorite riffer of all time.
Yeah.
Hey, Vinny, this was perfect. You're the man, truly.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all for
Thank you.
watching.
Thanks, Vinnie.
This has been this is the conclusion of our time in New York. This was unbelievable. We'll see you next week. Maybe this might be the end.
What else am I gonna do?
What's left?
I might keep him here.
Yeah, perfect.
You're in, you can't get out now.
That's my bed now. So when they
This
get
is
up at 9 a.m., I'll be here when the lady comes. She can try to clean me out.
Yeah,
We'll
right.
see. See you next week.
Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Where the sun's you strong. I hate to leave you. I really must say good night, sweetheart. Good night. Thank you very much, everybody. We want to say thank you very much to all the guys.